BookTube, it's Missy, and today I'm here to share with you guys my most anticipated reads for the month of August. Before I get started, I did want to share with you guys the fact that I rearranged and reorganized and cataloged all of my books. I'm almost done. I still have a little bit of horror to do, contemporary, historical fiction, and classics, but I've done this entire shelf, which was the main concern of mine because I see it every single day. I did want to do a horror paranormal bookshelf tour, maybe either next week or after I come back from my camping trip. If you guys would like to see that, let me know down below. If you want to see a different genre of what I own, also let me know down below. This here, these two shelves are books that I have already read, and then below here we have all of my fantasy, and then we have mystery, and then science fiction. And then like I said, I still need to do classics, contemporary, and historical fiction. So with that being said, I just wanted to put that out there in case you guys are interested. And also, I do get a lot of ebooks for my Kindle, so if you ever want to have me do a Kindle, not a whole Kindle tour because that would take forever, but maybe in the books that I've most recently required, like say in the last 3 months or so, let me know down below. Alright, so for the very first book that I have on this list, it is Infinite Risk by Anna Guire, and this is the third book in her Immortal Game series. If you can see here, I have both Mortal Danger and Public Enemies. This is a fantasy series, trilogy. I don't know what the subgenre of fantasy it is because I have forgotten at the moment, and I just looked it up yesterday, which is so sad of me. But anyways, it comes out on August 2nd, so if you are following the trilogy or you are reading it, the third one comes out soon. Alright, the second book on my list is called The Telling, and this is by Alexandra Sayari. I think that's how you say her last name. She's the one who wrote The Creeping last year, and that was my most anticipated read of 2015. I absolutely loved it. It was a thriller, mystery YA, and this year she is having another mystery thriller, which I am super excited about to read, and that one also comes out on August 2nd. The third book on my list is Wax by Gina D'Amico. I talked about this last year when I first heard that it was coming out. I wanted to request it from HMH, but because I haven't finished The Guile, I didn't think it was nice of me to request a book if I haven't finished the previous book they, let me have so I could review. I just don't really like that book, and I feel bad. I don't know how that works when you request a book. If you have to finish it even though you're not liking it to receive more books from that publisher, I have no idea. But yeah, this one comes out on August 2nd, and it's about a boy or a girl. I can't remember what the main character is. They see a rundown like candle wax building, and they go inside and they see all of these like wax figures in there, and they come out, and then the building catches on fire. And then the person gets home. I think it's a boy. The boy goes home and then finds a wax figure that was in that building in his trunk. I could be saying this completely wrong because I haven't looked this up since last year. But I love Gina D'Amico's writing. She's so super funny, and so I can't wait to read this book. The next one is Three Truths and a Lie, and this is by Brent Hartinger. This one also comes out on the 2nd, and I want to share with you guys what you can see on Goodreads when you look up the book. There's 3 truths and a lie. So the first truth is Rob is thrilled about this weekend trip that they're going on. They're staying in the woods for like the weekend. Truth 2, Liam, Rob's boyfriend, is nothing short of perfect. So we have a gay character in the as one of the main characters of the story, which is great. Truth 3, Mia is Liam's best friend, and they know each other more than Rob knows Liam. Okay, and then the last truth, or it could be a lie, we don't know, is Galen, Mia's boyfriend, is the golden child, even though he has some secrets. So it sounds very intriguing, especially when you read the synopsis. And this is a psychological thriller, so I'm super excited to read it. Okay, the next one is called Wake the Hollow, and this is by Gabby Triana. This one also comes out on August 2nd, and it's a retelling of Sleepy Hollow. This is an actual place, and this girl lives there, and I don't know if her family is associated with the town itself or with Ichabod Crane or the Headless Horseman or what have you, but when I heard Sleepy Hollow retelling, I was like, yep, I want to read it. And yeah, I already told you when it comes out. We also have The Assassin Game, and this is by Kirsty McKay. It's also known as the Murder Game in the UK because it did come out last year, I think. So this is like the United States edition that's coming out, and it's about a boarding school and a killing game, kind of like it was a prank. So you go around almost like Clue, and you have to kill off people, fake kill them, and then they have to figure out who the murderer is. But in this book, someone's taken it to the next level, and they're actually killing kids off. Super cool. Okay, and then we have The Smaller Evil. If you can see, where is it? I don't know. Oh, you can't see my mystery books. I have 2 books by Stephanie Kewen. I have Complicit and Charm and Strange. That's how you say it, Charm and Strange. She's coming out with a new book, and it's called The Smaller Evil. This is a mystery thriller. It's about a boy who goes on a retreat, and the leader of the retreat is either like a cult leader or we don't know. He could be a cult leader. He could just be a retreat leader that really cares for, the people that are staying there. But one day he is missing, and they don't know if he was murdered or if he committed suicide. That sounds very interesting, and it's in the woods, so I want to read it. Next we have a book called Spontaneous. Now this is written by Erin Starmer, and it comes out on the 23rd of August. And this is a contemporary about human combustion. Like, all of a sudden, some girl in high school just humanly combusts. And then there is a trickle effect where then a whole bunch of kids in the high school start, humanly combusting. Is that how you say it? So it just sounds really cool. I want to read it. The next one on the list is Ghostly Echoes. Now this is my most anticipated read of the entire year because it is by my favorite author, William Ritter. Not my favorite, one of my favorites, because my ultimate favorite is Stephen King, and then Edgar Allan Poe. William Ritter's on the list. So anyways, he wrote Jacoby, and I absolutely love Jacoby, and he wrote that in 2014, and I snatched it up. And then he wrote Beastly Bones in 2015, and I snatched it up. And it's an oddball detective, a paranormal detective, and he goes on, not adventures, but like detective stuff for crimes, and he has an assistant named Abigail Rook, and she's amazing. And you can see the books right here. And his covers are gorgeous, and Ghostly Echoes is the 3rd book in the series, and it's a purple cover, and I can't wait to read it. Of course, you will see all of the pictures here, but wow, so excited. The next book is actually a middle grade, and I'm so stinking excited to read it. If you watch Richard Denny's channel, Books and Bullshit, that's his channel name. He's already talked about this book. He got it in the mail from Scholastic. I'm so super excited. It's called The Gathering, or The Shadow House, by Dan Pawlowski. And it looks so good. It's such a creepy looking middle grade, but this comes out on the 30th. Okay, so next we have is Possession, and this is by M. Verano. I do own A Diary of a Haunting. I think that's how you say it, by her. She's got a new book coming out. I haven't even read A Diary of a Haunting yet, but this book is Possession. And possession means possessed by demons or ghosts, and I love possession, so I'm super excited. There's nothing more I can say about that. Look at this cover. Look at it. So cool. All right, number 12. Oh, by the way, I will be pre-ordering Possession and The Gathering, the middle grade, because I have to have them. All right, next is called Running Girl, and this is by Simon Mason. This came out in 2014. This is a revamped cover change, which I didn't like the first cover, and I don't really like this cover either, but I guess it's better than the first cover. This is about a boy who is a super genius. So he has like an extremely high IQ, but he never does any of his homework, so he gets really bad grades. And then at some point in time, there is a detective who's trying to, you know, go along and solve a crime, and our main character helps him out. I like it when there's something like that where the teenager is like called upon to help detectives. I don't know why. I just think it's cool. Okay, this is also something that I'm super, super excited about, and I'm going to be pre-ordering it, and it's called Scary Out There, and this is an anthology. I don't know what the word is called. It's not written strictly by Jonathan Mayberry, but he's the one who did all the collaboration, like brought all the authors in on it. Is that how it works? I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyways, this comes out on the 30th. I'm so stinking stoked because the last anthology I read, which was Slasher Girls and Monster Boys by, you know, really well-known YA authors, I absolutely loved it. And this anthology is about people's fears. So just keep that in mind because that sounds really, really good. So I cannot wait to get this one. Plus, I love Jonathan Mayberry. If you haven't read Rotten Ruin and, you know, finished the series, pick it up. So good. All right, and then the very last book on my list is called The Form of Things Unknown, and this is by Robin Bridges. This one also comes out on the 30th. Now, this is a book that kind of reminded me of another most anticipated read that I had on my list, either at the end of last year or the beginning of this year. And it was because of A Midsummer Night's Dream. I really like that Shakespearean play. And this one talked about it a little bit in the synopsis, but it's about a girl who is trying to change up her, I don't know, I guess her life or her like lifestyle. And there's this boy that she likes. It hints the fact that she was in a psych ward because it says Lucas was also in a psych ward. So I'm thinking that she was in a psych ward. But now she doesn't care if Lucas has eyes for her because she's hanging out with, you know, girls that like horror movies and Ouija boards and all this other stuff. So I don't know what kind of weird book this is, but it said horror, Ouija boards, and psych ward, and so I want to read it. And Midsummer Night's Dream. I don't know anything else about it. Those buzzwords were enough for me. All right, those were the August anticipated reads of 2016. Let me know down below what you are anticipating on reading. I have 4 pre-orders for this month. I'm so stinking excited. I know last year, around this time, August, September, October, I was doing a lot of pre-orders too because so many good books were coming out. Anywho, let me know down below if you know any horror that's coming out that I missed, and I will talk to you guys soon. Thanks for watching.